The key highlights is the new technology that we've been presented with here. So we're seeing new technology which is being developed, particularly in terms of managing calcium within the coronary arteries. So new balloons that are coming out, intravascular lithotripsy balloons, which is quite exciting, and certainly that's something that I'll be taking back to our practice back in the UK.
I think that the first highlight is about the commitment of C3 for growing and project this growth in the younger practitioners. At the end of the day, we want the entire community to improve. We are from Argentina, we don't have many resources, and the possibility that we have of being here sponsored by C3 is really great. Besides, this is a nice congress because you can interchange with a lot of big professors and you have a very clear agenda. In other big congresses, I am faculty at TCT, CIT in China, and so you don't have this kind of advantages. This is why I think that this is the best congress for learning today.
This year's conference is really good. The talks were fantastic. The presenters came from across the entire globe, so it's really interesting to get perspectives on how cardiovascular disease is being treated in other countries, in other parts of the world.
Well, coming to the C3 Congress is great. It gives you an opportunity to find out about new techniques or different techniques that are done in other hospitals, which is really fascinating and good to take back to your own working environment.
But I have seen interesting studies on imaging techniques on OCT, for instance, or FFR, which I think is a beautiful technique and functional test compared to OCT. IFR is important, and I'm happy to see that it's not only the stenting, it is also the functional testing of the things you put into a coronary artery, which are more important, and of course the long-term outcome of coronary intervention. That is still a matter of debate. What is the optimal outcome? Of course, no symptoms, no recurrent ischemia, no revascularization. And that is, I think, the bottom line of what we do to protect our patients for the longer time, for the rest of their life, against recurrent ischemic outcomes.
This year, as we all know, is the 15th anniversary of C3 conference, and that is the I guess fourth time I attend this conference. I try to attend it every year, last year's, and this year I see more tracks, for example, tracks like venous track, limb salvage track, so they try to engage more physicians from another fields, not only cardiologists. And this conference becomes more interesting for more people from different fields, like I said, like surgeons, people who work in the field of invasive interventional radiology, so not cardiologists, and bring all them together. So that's what I find extremely important and good.
Oh yes, I'm enjoying it. Well, this is first time for me. I have to say that the location is perfect. The Congress is very interesting. I've been involved in several, case presentation and also live cases. So I have to say that's really interesting. I hope to come back next year.
So this is a very special C3 conference. It's the 15th anniversary. So there are a lot of key points. Yesterday, a keynote lecture with Dr. Michael Gibson. Everything was phenomenal. And there are so many new technologies come into place today, which I am hoping to go learn myself. The MANTA closure, large bore access closure device. I think every time you come to C3, not only you meet exciting new people, you learn exciting new technology. It never stops surprising us with the new stuff which we get to learn from here.
Yeah. I think almost like every year, I really enjoy the live transmission and also the expert opinion on very complex PCI. So I enjoy very much the left main interventions. This is always a highlight for me.
Yeah, I've been to C3 the last couple of years, and it's fantastic. I mean, you get to meet like a lot of people from all over the world, and it's not a huge meeting like other meetings. It's smaller scale, so more intimate, and like you get to meet a lot of colleagues. You have time to interact with them, and of course at the same time you're learning a lot. So it's a great meeting.
So it's always a fantastic meeting. It's been very exciting in terms of reviewing a lot of the new data and outcoming techniques and devices. I think for me personally, kind of looking at other people's practices with regards to the use of lithotripsy, how it's advancing the field in terms of large bore access and critical limb ischemia has been very, very intriguing and I think exciting.
So first of all, this meeting was my first time I attended it. It's fantastic to see that there is people from all over the world. So I mean, in interventional cardiologists, I think that it is very important to compare our practices. And meetings like that, which are attended by many people from many countries, are the exact spot in which you may compare your practice with the other. And anytime you do like that, you come back with something more in your bag.
C3 is truly an international conference which is happening for the 15th year. Congratulations to Raj Dave and the rest of the co-chairs who have been working hard to make it into a successful program. There have been great attendance in all the rooms that I have seen today. It covers a wide area of general cardiology, nutrition and health, to structural, peripheral and interventional, coronary intervention as well. And I think everyone who's been here is really commending greatly about the conference and how successful it has been in the past 15 years. And kudos to Dr. Raj Dave.